What up, guys? Kevin here. So I'm seeing a lot of people just coming out and saying the Nintendo Switch is my favorite console of all time. I mean, I've been seeing it the entire generation. I guess I can take people a little more seriously now since it's been out for 5+ years. But there's still some recency bias. And I still question these people. Is it really? Is this been your main console from the day you got it up until today? Unless the day you got it was yesterday. I mean, years ago. I got mine day one, Nintendo Switch. And I've had many different iterations. The Switch Lite, Switch Better Battery, and now the Switch OLED. All great. But for me personally, it cannot be my favorite game or gaming system of all time because just too many gaps. I'm playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3 right now. Great game. Before that, Triangle Strategy. And that was like, what, 2, 3, 4 months? Gap there where I didn't touch it, just was in my other room collecting dust. That's been my Switch experience. There was a good few years there when it came out where I was being dumb and buying like Skyrim, Dragon's Dogma, what was it? Divinity Original Sin 2. All these games where I went, wow, I'm playing this handheld, but that was it. I played it for an hour and went, oh, this is really cool. I'm playing it handheld. And then never touched it again because they, for me, are not the definitive versions. When I'm gaming, I'm usually gaming at home. If I'm going to game at home, why would I play a game like that when I could play it on PS5, Series X, or PC, or back then, Xbox One X and PS4 Pro. So that's just kind of where I'm at with the Switch. Definitely an important device. I'm so happy it turned, I don't know if it turned Nintendo around, but it was good for them to get a winner after the Wii U. But yeah, people are really calling it their favorite console of all time. Just watch Happy Console Gamer and pretty much anyone that has a Nintendo channel. They're just calling it now, which I can't debate their opinion. Their opinion's their opinion. But I will call out recency bias. When you're probably playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3 right now, when you're looking forward to Splatoon, yeah, I can say, yeah, it's definitely delivered for you, but you're telling me none of the other consoles did that for you? Because I don't think the Switch is really doing anything different besides playing some games that you don't expect on the go. I've even seen that with Steam Deck. People, oh my God, look what I'm playing. I'm playing Final Fantasy 14. I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 5. I'm playing this. I'm playing that. I'm like, are you really playing it? Like, are you really going to sit down and beat it? To all those people going, oh my God, look what I'm playing. Look, I'm getting 60 FPS on the Steam Deck. I am more impressed with those that post a picture saying, look what I just beat on the Steam Deck. Like, oh, the Steam Deck was that good that you actually stuck with that on the Steam Deck and beat it? All right. I'm ranting now. Oh, this is kind of a rant video, though. But yeah, Nintendo Switch. I would say if I stuck with it, like where I played most of all the games on the Nintendo Switch, or I just kept it as my main and didn't take those gaps, yeah, that would be something where I would probably debate, is the Nintendo Switch the best console or portable gaming device of all time? Could be, but I would like to put some time from when I stop using the Switch, when the console ends, and maybe give it a few years and look back. And by doing that, I have to give it to the 360. For me, the Nintendo 360. The Xbox 360 is my favorite console of all time. From the day I had it to the day I, even well past the PS4 and Xbox One, I was still playing Borderlands 2, which was my favorite game of all time. One of my favorite games of all time. I've gone back and played it. And yeah, back then I loved it. That's why I don't like replaying games. It's just, it sometimes can kill it. But yeah, from start to finish. And I'm somebody that you see on my channel. It's like, isn't that your like 5th PS5 and 6th Series X? Yeah, because I get bored of them. I never got bored of my 360. At the time, I got it before the Wii even came out and the PS3. I just wasn't a PlayStation. I didn't care for a PlayStation. I didn't like the controller. I didn't like the big old rubber domes, and it felt very cheap to me. And I really wasn't into anime-looking games, and that's what I call it, the anime-looking game machine. I remember playing the Bouncer on a PS2. I think that was the last. I'm like, yeah, I'm done here. I'm done playing these. I'm just going to call it the Weeb Station. Well, I didn't call it Weeb Station back then, but Anime Station. But yeah, from the 360, the day I got it, I didn't get it day one. I had to wait till I get my tax return. But playing like Tony Hawk American Wasteland, Ghost Recon, to Halo 3. I remember going picking up my friend, getting remember the Code Red Mountain Dew, or they had like some Halo Mountain Dew, picking some of that up. And we would just co-op Halo 3 all night, beat it. Same with like Gears of War 1, 2, and 3. I mean, look at this generation. The 360 generation was the best. I really do think the 360 could be objectively the best console ever. Not only all these franchises like Assassin's Creed, BioShock, Gears of War. We got Fable 2 and 3. Did 2 come to the original Xbox? I don't know. I think 2 came to 360. But that aside, but yeah, like Mass Effect, Dragon Age. And we got multiple of these games. We got 4 Gears of War games. We got a ton of Halo games. If you count Halo 3, Reach, ODST, Halo Wars, 2 Dragon Age games, and then so much more. Assassin's Creed games. How many Assassin's Creed games did we get then? Just the birth of all these franchises that we all know and love that are still coming out today. I mean, Call of Duty blew up on the 360. Blew up. It didn't blow up on... I'm sure it did well on PlayStation. But the 360 was where it was at. Man. Even the Splinter Cell games. There's some good ones there. Blacklist I haven't even played. But yeah, Borderlands. What do we get? Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel? You see what I'm saying? And it was like that the entire generation. No, I think I did have 2 360s because mine first one did Red Ring. And I just got a new one. I even have the HD DVD player. But yeah, the 360 was where it's at. The original Xbox absolutely was really good. PlayStation 1 for me. Again, I didn't really have a PS2 or really a PS3. But yeah, PS1 was pretty good. N64. I know N64 was pretty alright. I don't remember playing too much on it. I remember playing it for a few years and then going to PlayStation 1. And then before that, Super Nintendo. I think that's the one where people are saying, Super Nintendo is no longer my favorite console of all time. It's the Switch. I really love the Super Nintendo. That would probably be number 2 for me. Just playing, the original Mario Kart, Mortal Kombat, even though I think that one was like censored. So much more. What's crazy though is like I never played Chrono Trigger. I never played the Final Fantasies on Nintendo. I mean, if I grew up playing those JRPGs, because back then it's like I played Zelda. That was about it. Yeah, I could probably say the Super Nintendo, my favorite of all time. And then Nintendo for me is where it all started. Love the original Nintendo. But the Xbox 360 from, I think I got mine very early 2006 up until like 2014 playing. And I regret that I traded it in and I never used Xbox Live. So I lost all my gamer score and all that. But 360 is where it's at. It is objectively the best console that had the best games. And at that time, it was 3D perfected. And then it just felt like, okay, this is it. This is it for 3D. It's going to get better, but it's not going to be like... I just remember having so many moments where I went, yes, this is crazy good. This is crazy good. I'm playing a game like this. Saints Row. What do we got? 4 Saints Row games on there? I think we even got... we only got 1 GTA, right? GTA 4? No, we got 2. GTA 4 and GTA 5. Red Dead Redemption. I think, was it Red Dead Revolver? Was that a launch title? No, that was Gun. I don't know when Red Dead Revolver came out. But you can see a lot of franchises. It was because of the 360. The 360 just was powerful enough to make these franchises come to life. And the PS3, they just kind of hung back. I mean, developers were trying to figure it out. And the inertia from the PS2 and really is what got them to 86 million, which still outsold the 360. But no one I knew, well, I knew a couple, but 360 was where it's at gaming wise. But yeah, I would have loved Uncharted and all that back then. I didn't play Uncharted until the Nathan Drake collection, which was great. But yeah, there you have it. 360 for me, Nintendo Switch for seems like everybody else who is playing the Nintendo Switch today. All I ask for them, like, hey, if it's factual, it's factual. I can't debate it. But I don't know. I would just give it some time. And who knows? Maybe I'll give it some time and say, no, it is a Switch. I doubt it, though. PS4 could be. I think PS4 is definitely up there as well, too. But my issue with the PS4 being the best console of all time is it was only like a year or two in where I went, man, the performance here sucks. And I switched over to the PC for a little bit. Yeah, if your console runs like Dookie and I have to switch over to PC, it can't be the best console of all time. All right, I'm done. I'm rambling now. Thank you guys so much for watching, though. I'll talk to you later. Later.